excited, ready for this opportunity to be the top contender to the U.S. strap.
Well, it was quite a night for the NWO last evening at Super Brawl 9. Not only did Hollywood Hogan retain the world's heavyweight title, and ditto for Scott Steiner with the world's television championship, but the NWO brought home the United States championship as well with Scott Hall's victory over Rowdy Roddy Piper. But you're right, tonight we will have a new #1 contender for the new United States heavyweight champion, Scott Hall. Booker T says he's ready. Disco Inferno, you were first in line in '99. Bret Hart, you are next.
With a big fanfare. He knows Bret Hart all too well. They have battled before. Should be a great matchup here on WCW Monday Nitro. As the minutes tick down to this face-to-face meeting that I'm going to mediate in the backstage area between Ric Flair and son David Flair, who not only stabbed his father in the back, but stabbed many WCW fans, many Horseman fans, and stabbed his entire family in the back last night as well.
And the entire World Championship Wrestling organization, Tony. You know, since David Flair arrived on the scene here a month or two back, everyone in WCW has adopted David Flair, and to have him do that last night at Super Brawl, you're right, it was a slap in the face to the entire organization, the Horsemen, and especially his family.
I tell you, in the good old days when men were men, children were seen and not heard. I think something the young parents should listen to nowadays.
Times have changed, though, living legend, and certainly Ric Flair was instrumental.
They haven't changed for the good, have they?
Well, maybe not. The Ric Flair instrumental in his son even getting into the ring, and I kept thinking last night after the program was over about the scene that we saw back during Sold Out. And when they had handcuffed Ric Flair to the middle rope and they had unmercifully beaten David Flair, they being the NWO Wolfpack, and then you fast forward to last night, boy, things happen quickly when you're with a beautiful woman.
Now, what incredible mind control the NWO seems to have, and they seem to know how to press the right buttons.
Well, they're very smart men. They know how to take advantage of people's weaknesses. And of course, it's easy to fool a 19-year-old kid if they can fool, you know, veterans and adults. So David Flair was easy pickings for, you know, guys like Hollywood Hogan.
And our cameras were back, if you saw moments ago, as David Flair and this lady were chatting and building him up, getting him prepared for this big encounter we're going to have a little bit later on in this telecast.
And in David Flair's mind, it's his time to shine.
I think it's just
certainly had his moment last night, a moment that I can tell you right now, and I've been a part of many WCW pay-per-views over the years. I can't remember a moment like that. And it was, I don't know if it's the defining moment in David Flair's career or not, but it certainly is a moment that Ric Flair and his family will never forget. Bret Hart scooting on the outside, trying to get away from Booker T. We hear nothing about a groin injury here from Bret Hart, but he is the master of dictating the pace of the wrestling match.
And Tony, you talked earlier about the rivalry between Bret Hart and Booker T. Think back to Bash at the Beach when Bret Hart injured the knee of Booker T, sidelining him for several months. But as we heard earlier, Gene Okerlund conducting that interview with Booker T going into this matchup, his knee is once again 100%. He's rededicating himself in '99.
Bret Hart very successful in slowing the pace down. The old cliche in the sport, you hear announcers and you'll hear promoters say there's no timeout in pro wrestling. Well, in effect, Bret Hart got himself a timeout right there by working the count, walking around the ring, and finally getting back in.
I'll tell you exactly what Bret Hart's doing is he's not getting caught up in the game of Booker T. Booker T, very fast, very hard to get a hand on him because of his great movement. So Bret Hart is sucking Booker T into his game plan. He wants to get Booker T on the mat, and he doesn't want to chase him around like this. Booker T starts moving, Hart's going to be in trouble.
Once again, down on the floor, slowing things down here.
Now he's going to keep going out there until he gets Booker T where he wants him. But Booker T runs after him.
Booker T staying focused, and in the same breath, Booker T very smartly staying in the ring here, keeping away from anything that Bret Hart can do. You talked about, Mike, what happened at Bash at the Beach. Bret Hart, very notorious for injuring people. As a matter of fact, he's very proud of the list of injuries. We still have not seen Sting. We're still concerned about his whereabouts and where he has been and how he feels about all this that's been going down with the Wolfpack. And certainly Bret Hart has a big hand, and I guess Sting not being around for the past couple of months.
One of those questions that we'd love to have answered. The mindset of Sting, what he thinks about the current edition of the NWO Wolfpack and everything that they've been doing to turn the wrestling world upside down.
Hey, Bret Hart got Booker T where he wanted him, kept going out, snuck right in his game plan, and that's what Booker T was trying to be cautious of. Bret Hart is very, very good.
And with a rear chin lock after a snapmare takeover keeps Booker T grounded and on the mat. We mentioned earlier that, and of course you heard Booker T talk to Mean Gene about his win over the Disco Inferno last night. Of course, Super Brawl 9, available last night on pay-per-view in the encore presentation. Be sure to check your local listings with your cable or satellite provider. It's available tomorrow and Thursday on Viewer's Choice, the Dish Network, Action Pay-Per-View, Direct Ticket with Direct TV. And also available on TVN. So be sure to check in. You want to see it again, and I know many of you are just completely shocked by what went down at the end of the program, and it probably would be worth watching one more time. I know we watched the replay today here at the arena early on, and you can rewind and fast forward that videotape, and every time you see what David Flair, when he took the mask off, it's unbelievable. So the encore presentation available tomorrow and this Thursday. Make sure you join us once again. And here comes Booker T with a great move into Bret Hart in the corner.
Hey, snap Bret Hart's head right down. Got him again. Keep going, Booker.
Daring him to get out. I don't know if that's a good move or not. So he goes in to get him and kicks him in the face. Watch out. Could be. It is. The axe kick in the back of the head. Booker T could win it. 1, 2.
No. Booker T finally gets untracked in this matchup with Bret the Hitman Hart. Great intensity with the moves. Nailed him with the axe kick to the back of the head and gets the 2 count.
Hey, Booker T had combinations there. It was a nice attempt, but again, Bret Hart is not an easy man to beat.
Vertical base right here. Hold on, wait a minute. We have a disturbance in our satellite truck. I've been told by our executive producer, Craig Leather, something's going on. We got a camera in the satellite
My name's
truck.
JT.
Hey JT, I'm Disco. How you doing?
Hey, Disco.
Hey, you know, we got a truck just like this in Oakland.
Yeah?
Yeah, and what we're gonna need from you is to know what satellite, what the coordinates are, and how much juice you need, because around 10:50, 11 o'clock tonight, we're gonna pirate your signal.
Pirate my signal?
Yeah, we're gonna pirate your signal.
You can't do that.
What are you talking about? We can't do that.
My company will lose its FCC license. I'll be out of a
FCC?
job.
Whoa.
I'll be out of
FCC?
a job. The FCC.
What are those letters right there, pal?
NWO.
NWO. What do you make? A couple $100,000 a year?
500 a day.
That's all? Here's the deal. We'll triple your money. We got another truck. What I need you to do is call Bob in Oakland. All right, I got the number right here, and give him the satellite, the coordinates, and how much juice we need, because we're gonna pirate this feed tonight around 10:50, 11 o'clock, okay? Now, can you do this?
I guess I don't have much of a choice.
You're right, you don't have much of a choice, because the NWO's got a heck of a dental plan, and you're gonna need it if you don't do this. So what you need to do is call Bob right now and get this thing taken care of. I'm gonna be back about 10:45 tonight and make sure everything went down right, okay?
Okay.
All right, JT.
Okay. All
okay,
right.
Been a great help.
We've eavesdropped on some illegal dealings here is what we've done. 1, 2. Pirate the signal. Go ahead, pirate the signal. They'll cart him off to jail in a moment. Somebody say something here. Am I the only one that saw that?
Well, would you expect anything less from the New World Order? It's what we've come to expect from the NWO since their inception.
Yeah, I've been watching Booker T here, and again, against Bret Hart, you cannot leave openings, and Booker tried, but Bret Hart has got his game plan, his strategy prevailing here, and that's why Booker T's in trouble.
In the middle turnbuckle goes Bret Hart on the back, double axe handle blow. Pirating a signal. Well, fans, we are going to be bringing you here on WCW Monday Nitro, Russian leg sweep.
You could pirate a signal.
I don't know. What an idiot he is. 1, 2. Maybe he doesn't want now people to see Booker T wrestle because he lost to him last night. Up on top, Bret Hart again. We've got a driving of an elbow.
See, Bret Hart's almost methodical in his attack right here. That's really nonchalant, though, and Booker T's got great endurance. You're not going to beat him like that.
Bret Hart, who always talks about excellence of execution, didn't execute that pinfall very well to cover.
He knows how to do it. That was just plain cockiness. He's an idiot.
Chasing him down on the floor. Here comes Bret Hart. Remember, fans, the winner, the #1 contenders of the United States Heavyweight Championship, one that Bret Hart owned all the way up until Buffalo a few weeks ago. And Roddy Piper came in, and Ric Flair set the table for forcing Bret Hart to put the belt on the line.
Well, he just put the chair in Booker T's stomach.
Headbutt. And again. Bret Hart will roll him on the inside.
You'll notice that Bret Hart focusing his attack on the lower back of Booker T. I think it's obvious in Bret Hart's mind that he needs to wear down that area of Booker T to set him up for the sharpshooter.
Well, that definitely helped, but I don't know what Bret Hart's talking to the referee for. I mean, Booker T's starting to get up, and I hope that endurance kicks in.
There's a pickup, and a backbreaker, and a cover, and easily Booker T gets up and out of the way. Certainly, fans, as you know, on a personal level, that my involvement with the Flair family has been extensive, a close friend of the family, so my involvement later on tonight to mediate or to try to, I don't know if I'm going to be able to bring father and son together or what's going to happen, is certainly one that I'm looking forward to with mixed emotions, very apprehensive about. I've been told here that I'm going to need to go to the back, Mike and Larry, and in just a few moments, even probably before this match ends, to with a kind of a lighting and a sound check to wire up and get ready for that interview a little bit later on in this telecast. So I'm going to have to step out here in a few moments, so please bear with us.
Well, take a hickory stick with you and give it to the nature boy.
Now, we expect such a volatile situation between those two. Tony, I think it's great that you're going to be there as the voice of reason to mediate and to moderate between the father and son.
I don't know if there's going to be any voice of reason. I mean, if you relive what happened last night, there's no reason at all there. And if we get a mandatory 10 count from the referee here, and up Bret Hart. And Ric's in the eyes here of Stevie Ray.
Booker T.
Booker T. Okay, I've been told I've got to step out, guys. So I'll be back next segment, okay?
Come back next week.
Check that out. Make sure that the lighting and audio is proper for that interview later this evening between Ric Flair and David Flair. Full leg extension by Bret the Hitman Hart, dropping down across the throat of Booker T. Very methodical in his attack in the offense against Booker T, but yet so effective in Bret the Hitman Hart.
Well, he's very effective because in that methodical attack, there's very little room to make a mistake here. And that's what Bret Hart wants to avoid when he's got Booker T in trouble. You got the man in trouble. Don't make a mistake now.
The Hitman in the driver's seat. You see referee Charles Robinson right in the face of Booker T. He wants to see if Booker wants to continue in this match. But you know that Booker T, with what's at stake here, Booker T, there's no quitting him. Close to the ropes this time. That's the advantage for Booker T as Bret the Hitman Hart attempts to maneuver Booker T into submission. Quick roll-up. Gets one, gets two. Oh, only two that time.
That was close. Booker T reached in, used the hair, but the referee didn't see it. That means it's legal.
Oh, Hart with the boot into the midsection of Booker T, sent him reeling into the ropes. And now blocking the eyes across the top steel cable.
Here comes all the tricks of the trade now. Bret Hart knows them all. He'll pull them out one by one. Notice he's not giving Booker T a break. Very smart man inside that ring.
Booker T swinging blindly. Bret Hart takes advantage. Picks him up, mid-ring scoop and a slam. And again, Hart going about his business. Sets up the leg. Gonna look for the figure four here.
He's got it on.
Again, great ring positioning for that figure four. You see that Booker T is out in the middle of the ring while Bret Hart applies the pressure to the leg and knee.
That's not where Booker T wants to be. You better start moving towards that rope.
Shoulders are down and a 2 count on Booker T for referee Charles Robinson. Again, checking to see if he's going to tap out, if he's going to submit.
He's not moving towards the rope.
He asks the crowd for support, and he gets it from this great crowd on hand in Sacramento. Booker T trying to mount the comeback, trying to get the adrenaline rush, trying to roll over at least and take the advantage out of this figure four, but Bret Hart rolls him back into position. And again, another 2 count on the shoulders.
Hey, start backing up towards the rope.
Hart again applying the pressure to the knee of Booker T. He's got him turned. Oh, and Bret Hart is so fortunate to be able to make the ropes, get the safety of the rope break.
Well, he knew which way he was turning. He knew the ropes was over there. Bret Hart was in good position, but they're both getting up slow. I tell you, this is the point where endurance starts kicking in. See who's got it.
Bret Hart knows that Booker T has suffered from leg and knee injuries over the course of the past 6 or 8 months. And he's trying to take advantage of that, even though Booker T told us going into this match that that knee was back at 100%. Blatant chokehold by Bret Hart, right in front of the official. Hart drives an elbow to the back of the head. And Booker T had 1 or 2 little flurries of offense in this match, but it's primarily been dominated by flying forearm smash. Can Booker T regroup at this point?
Hey, that was a good crank. I saw Bret Hart's head snap back, and look at him. He's dazed, and Booker's getting up.
Boot to the midsection. Spinning kick just leveled the Hitman.
See what he's got left. Here's where all the training comes in and counts. This is the most, and this is what makes the suffering worth it, Mike, right here.
Booker T takes him up, drops him down with the side slam. I thought he was going to follow up with a pinfall. Instead, he breakdances to his feet. Booker T is up, and the fans in Sacramento say it's time to raise the roof.
He's going to the roof.
High-risk move on the way. Booker T mounts the top rope, but Hart cuts him off at the pass. And now Bret Hart up to the middle rope. Going to try and bring Booker T back into the ring. Bret Hart going up to the top.
The long way down from here.
Superplex off the top by the Hitman. But the concussion of the blow to the back of the head of Bret Hart does not enable him to make the attempt at a pin on Booker T. Both men are down. Referee Robinson puts in the count.
They may both be out. They're up to 7.
Now 7. Now at 8.
And Hart's up.
First man on his feet is Bret Hart. Remember, the winner of this match will go on to face Scott Hall for the United States Heavyweight Championship, and Bret Hart, is he going to be able to turn him over? There it is! Sharpshooter applied. Booker T going to try and reach for the ropes, and he made the ropes.
He's not breaking it.
Breaking down. 3.
He's up to 3, 4.
This is a cop-out if he doesn't break it.
Finally broke it at 4.5. Bret Hart using all of the 5 seconds and then drops down with his weight, springing off the bottom rope and driving that weight right onto the lower back of Booker T.
I tell you, the endurance Booker T has, wait a minute, he's got it back. Too quick.
Sunset flip attempt
He's
by Hart.
on it.
Reversal, roll up 2.
He beat him. We have a #1 contender, Mike.
How about that? Booker T, an amazing recovery, reversing the sunset flip into a roll-up, and Booker T knocks off Bret the Hitman Hart, and Booker T is the #1 contender to the U.S. title.
You get a look on Bret Hart's face. He still doesn't believe it. Something he didn't expect off of a simple sunset flip, the reversal. He reached back, grabbed those ankles, and Bret Hart, he still doesn't know what.
We're going uptown. 1999, baby.